Hey friends, welcome back to Sawney. We are so excited to see you. Mrs. Urban here and Miss Puppy. See, she's wearing her fabulous mask. And I wanted to talk to you today about something really important, social distancing, and how we can show each other how much we care even when we have to social distance. And in order to do that, I want to take off my mask to show you. So I need to make sure that there's no one in my classroom. We're going to put Miss Puppy out of distance 6 feet away so that I can take off my mask. But before I do that, boys and girls, I'm going to make sure to use my hand sanitizer, because one of the things we want to make sure about is that we're not touching our faces too much. And I know it's tricky. This is going to be a learning time for all of us. So my hands are sanitized. I'm going to take off my mask, and look, I even put it on a lanyard so I don't lose it, because Mrs. Urban tends to lose things. Okay, so boys and girls, here's the tricky thing. We know that this year is going to look a little different, and it's going to take some time getting used to, but that's okay. So Mrs. Urban thought she'd come in and make a little video for you to explain the ways that we can greet each other even when we have to stay 6 feet apart. So boys and girls, here are some suggestions for you. Let's say that you see Mrs. Urban in the hallway and you really want to give her a hug. And boys and girls, believe me, I want to give you guys hugs too, but I know that this year especially, it's really important not to touch each other, to keep each other safe. So you see me in the hallway, boys and girls, and you want to give me a hug, you can give me an air hug. Squeeze as tight as you can and point to me. That's telling me that you want to give me a big hug. And I, of course, would respond to you and maybe give you a hug back. But there's lots of different ways, boys and girls, that we can show each other how much we care. For example, we could give each other a wink. Or we could show how excited we are to see each other by doing some excited fingers. Or we could do something like, ooh, if you see someone in the hallway and you want to acknowledge them, you could do a bow. Or if you're so inclined, you could do a curtsy. Now, let's say you're playing a game or you're at recess and you really want to say, hey, we did a great job. You can give an air five. Don't touch. You know, high five is when you touch. We're not going to touch each other, but we can give each other an air five. We can also, boys and girls, give each other a fist bump, an air bump, and you could even make it an air bump with pizzazz like this. There are lots of different ways that we can say hi to people as well. You know, you could just do the hey wave. Let's say you see a friend and you really want to tell that friend or Mrs. Urban how you're feeling, and you want to kind of spread the love a little bit. You can make a heart shape with your hands. See how that looks like a heart? And you can make the heart hands and you can give it to whoever you want to, boys and girls. So you see, even though we have to stay a distance apart, does not mean that we should not show each other how much we care. So boys and girls, one of the things that I want you to do, I want you to challenge you this year, is to show how much you care, but keeping your distance, because that's also a way that we show we care. So there are a lot of creative ways to do it. Mrs. Urban has shown you some today, but I bet there's a lot more that are out there. So I want you to keep your brains thinking, and I want you to think about all the different ways that you can show someone that you care. Because boys and girls, even though we're supposed to maintain our distance, it's still really important that we all know how much everybody loves us and cares about us too. So we gotta try to combine those worlds this year, and it'll be an interesting challenge, but I know that you're up to the task, and I cannot wait to see what kind of wonderful things you have in store when I see you in that hallway. Think about all the different dance moves you can do and all the different kinds of ways that you can show your friends how much you care about them. Okay, and I wanna say that even though we're wearing masks, Mrs. Urban's I don't want to touch my face until I put on some more hand sanitizer. Put it on. Okay, now I can put my mask on. But I want you to see, boys and girls, that you can see expressions in eyes even with the mask on, and you can tell what my face is. For example, If I'm smiling at you, I'm going to do this. Can you see how my eyes change? What about if I'm mad? Can you see the difference? So even though we're used to our expressions being by our mouths, boys and girls, our whole bodies make expressions. So what about this one? Is that a good one? Absolutely. It is a wink. So boys and girls, this year, I cannot wait to see you in the hallways. I cannot wait how you show me distance-wise that you care about me. So I want to wish everybody a happy year, and I will see you in the hallway. I'm so excited. Bye, friends.